Hi everyone, let us see the method of generating Shannon-Fano codes for the message or symbols and their probabilities are known. For example, in this case, the messages M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 are all given with the probabilities of occurrences. P of M1 is 1 by 3, P of M2 is 1 by 4, P of M3 is 1 by 8, P of M4 is 1 by 8, P of M5 is 1 by 12, P of M6 is 1 by 12. We shall find out the code words for M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 symbols, messages based on the Shannon-Fano coding technique. Let me move on to the procedure. Let us all list the messages or the symbols, also the probabilities of occurrences of those symbols which are designated as, say, floating point numbers here. 1 by 3 is 0.33, 1 by 4 is 0.25, 1 by 8 is 0.125, 1 by 8 is 0.125, 1 by 12 is 0.083, 1 by 12 is 0.083. Now, the messages are to be grouped into two major categories. For example, I just divide randomly at this point into two groups. Now you can find out the sum of all these two probabilities will be 0.5833, whereas the sum of all these probabilities will be equal to 0.4166. Almost more or less these two sums are equal. They are not exactly to be equal. You have to choose a bifurcation or the place for segmentation into two groups such that the sum of probabilities on one side must be more or less equal to, should not vary too much. You try with all possible combinations. Say for example, some students may ask me now, keeping the first symbol alone in one group, remaining all other symbols in another group, will we be in a position to generate two such groups, sir? Because I'll tell you, I don't choose it because 0.33 is available on one side, whereas the sum of the remaining probabilities, the remaining M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 put together is found to be, the difference between these two groups is really larger when compared to the sum of probabilities given as per this bifurcation. Say for example 0.5833 and 0.4166, the difference between these two sum of probabilities is found to be the minimum when compared to any other bifurcation that is made, keeping three symbols, say for example in one group, another three symbols in another group. If you find out the sum of those two probabilities, find the differences between the sum of those probabilities and tell me whether you are able to find out the minimum difference. So let us bifurcate into two groups such that M1 and M2 will be available in one group, remaining M3, M4, M5, M6 will all be available in another group. Now let me assign a code word 0 to this group, or each member of this group is provided with 0. Okay? I hope you will understand what I am trying to do. Whereas the members of this group will always be given with the value of, say, code word, 1-bit code word of 111. Yes, this part is over. Now let me divide this particular first group into furthermore two more groups. Say for example, I just divide it into two groups so that 0.333 is available on one side and 0.25 is available on the other side. Now you can find out for the upper group, I should always give the code word as 1, and the members of that group will always be given with 000, whereas the members of the bottom group will always be given with 1111. So 2 bits are now generated. So we cannot bifurcate into or segregate into two other groups. No, not possible at all, because the groups are available with only one member in each group. So that process is over. Now let me concentrate on to the division of or the segregation of M3, M4, M5, M6 into furthermore some groups. Say for example, I just plan to take two groups, say for example M3, M4 in one group and M5, M6 in another group. So if you allow me to put say 0.125 plus 0.125 will become 0.25. Similarly 0.083 plus 0.083, how much it comes to? Calculated. And the difference between these two sums must be very simple when compared to any other such segmentation. So now the members of the top group will always be given with 0 0. The members of the bottom group will always be given with 1 1. Right? I just fabricated into. Now you can see there are two groups with each group is provided with, say for example, 2 members. So let no other go. Let me furthermore divide this group into 2 parts, so that M3 will be in one group and N4 will be in another group. The top group members will always be given with the code word as 0. The members of the bottom group will always be given with 1. Okay. Now only one group is not yet divided into groups, subgroups. So let me divide this into 2 groups. Now you can find out the member of this top group will always be given with the code word 0. The members in the bottom group will always be given with the membership value as 1. Now you can find out the code word. There are 2 bits, there are 2 bits, there are 3 bits, 3 bits, 3 bits, 3 bits. So these are all the code words generated. This is how we used to mention the code word as 00, the next code word is 01, the next code word is 100, the next code word is 101, the next code word is 110, the last code word will be 110. Sorry, 111, is it? So it will become 111. Okay, you can just verify how the code words are generated. Now we can find out the length in terms of length of code words, or the bits in terms of bits. 2 bits and 2 bits, and you can find out that this is 3 bits, this is of 3 bits length, and this is of 3 bits length, and this will all be of 3 bits length. Now if you ask me to find out the average length, we used to always use the general formula 1 by 3 probability of occurrence of that symbol multiplied by the number of bits, right, plus 1 by 4 into 2 bits, isn't it? The next one will be 1 by 8 into, yes, yeah, it is 1 by 8 into 3 bits. Similarly 1 by 8 into 3 bits plus 1 by 12 into 3 bits. Of course the last one will also be of 1 by 12 into 3 bits. If we calculate all these products and sum of products, this will be 2.41 bits per symbol, average length. I hope you would agree with me. Now we shall proceed. For this the code word is 00, and for this symbol the code word is 01. For the next symbol the code word is 100, the next code word is 101, the next one is 110, the last one is 111, right? 2.41 symbols, bits per symbol. Now let me calculate what is h of x. How will you calculate? For calculation of h of x, you have to simply take, say for example, minus 1 by 3 probability of each symbol multiplied by log of that probability, isn't it? Minus 1 by 4 into log of 1 by 4 to the base 2. Similarly minus 1 by 8 into log of 1 by 8 to the base 2. Similarly 1 by 8 into log of, because there are 6 symbols available here. 6 symbols, minus 1 by 12 into log of 1 by 12 to the base 2, minus 1 by 12 into log of 1 by 12 to the base 2. How much it is? It comes to 2.3758 bits per symbol. Yes, this is how we used to calculate the entropy. Let me finally calculate the coding efficiency. Coding efficiency will normally be calculated based on the ratio of h of x entropy to the of average length multiplied by log of d. D stands for the number of symbols in the alphabet. I mean the code words. This is a binary code word, so obviously we will get 0 and 1 will be represented as the the symbols available in the code word. So obviously size of the code word alphabet. So it is the ratio of 2.7358 to the of 2.41 multiplied by log of 2 to the base 2. So this will be equal to 0.985. 98.5% efficient code is generated. So the rate of the coding redundancy, or let me call this as redundancy in the code, will be normally RC. It is calculated based on 1 minus eta C, or the coding efficiency, if it is denoted as eta C, 1 minus eta C will be equal to 0.015. Okay, I hope you would have understood the procedure.